Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, and I'm getting ready to do service tonight at 6:30. We are located at 8801 West Union Hills in Peoria, Arizona, Building D. But I wanted to give you a quick little word, a little message about something that the Lord is talking about, what He's been bringing to my attention. Now, maybe it doesn't suit you. Maybe this is just not a word for you, but maybe you know somebody it is a word for. So, there are those people that everywhere they go, they just light up a room and they're always happy and they see the best in everyone and everything. And those people are amazing. And I envy that. But most people are not that way. Most of us are either just pessimistic and not optimistic, or we are what I call a realist. And I look at the facts of a situation, unfortunately, faster than I look at the fact that God can overcome the situation. And so that can often bring me into a place of grumbling. And I'm sure many of you know that the Israelites, the people that God set free from Egypt, grumbled the entire 40 years that he was freeing them, and they were witness to amazing miracles, signs, wonders, supernatural provision, and it wasn't good enough. The manna that God provided for them from heaven, directly from his hand, did not suit them. They got bored with it and they complained. And they complained to a point that the complaints reached the Father's ears, and he judged their situation. This happened on at least 3 or 4 occasions where they just did not learn their lesson. The same people witnessing God's hand of affliction, God's hand of deliverance, God's hand of provision, God's hands of miracles, and yet still grumbled. And this is where the fear of the Lord is not there, obviously. But Apostle Paul said, something very, well, I wouldn't say it's profound, it's just flat out truth. And in a world where everybody's complaining and everybody's got a pulpit on Facebook, we don't likely hear peace. We hear a lot of things pertaining to grumbling and complaining. But Paul wrote about this in Philippians 2, verse 14, 15. He said, do all things without complaining and disputing, that you may become blameless and harmless, children of God without fault in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine as the lights in the world. The grumbling shuts down your shine. God is not working in the grumbling. So whenever we grumble, and I am not saying this to point a finger at anybody, God knows I've had my share of grumbling, and it's still something that I am tearing down in my own life. And that's one of the reasons I'm bringing it to the pulpit. I think a lot of times we don't talk about things that are true character flaws in us because it's shameful, it's embarrassing. And as a Christian, you should be perfect. I wish. I wish we could just be perfected in the love of God as soon as we are surrendered to him. But it doesn't work like that. We have free will. Oftentimes we come to the Lord far advanced in age, and we got to work out everything that we've learned, transforming our minds. And so that's what, really, that's what the Christian adventure is all about. Mind transformation, going from that worldly thinking, the carnal thinking, the ungodly way of thinking, into a transformed way of thinking, to where we have set our mind on Christ, that the peace of God rules our hearts, that we do all things without grumbling and complaining, that we think on things that are pure and noble and praiseworthy, things that are good, instead of all of the problems that are out in this world. Not that we stick our head in the sand and ignore them, because they are there. And some of you have been called to be problem solvers in this world. Some of you have amazing positions in schools and government, and you're called to be a leader in this area. And you can't look on the problem and be a naysayer, right? You've got to be somebody that's positive, that has a solution. When we focus on the grumbling and complaining, we do not focus on the solution. And so this is something that I'm personally working out in my life at another level, at a deeper level. And so I want to bring that to your attention and help you if you are working that out too. So God bless you on your Jesus journey. Hope to see you tonight at 6:30.